All right, we are on to DC. Not that big of a week, but you know I'm okay with that after the barrage of Marvel.
Yes, yes. Holding the line at $2.99.
Always.
Yes. Well, let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah, I know, huh?
For you Brightest Day fans, we had Green Arrow issue 9. Kind of a weird issue. We were in the forest with Galahad the Knight, Erdogan the Demon, and he's separated from Jason Blood, his host, and Ollie Green Arrow is in the middle of it. There's a burning of the forest kind of coming to life. Everybody's fighting everybody, and Galahad gets sucked into a tree.
That doesn't sound like it's going to end well, but in a sexual way.
Oh, lots of bugs come out of the tree.
It's still getting better.
Yeah. For you Green Arrow fans, I have no idea what this has to do with Brightest Day, but yeah, it's a strange issue. Oh, and demons make great pin cushions. Ollie just constantly shooting arrows into them.
Still not getting better.
We'll move on.
Yes, up to Detective Comics, number 874. Continue.
There's no arrows in this one.
There's no arrows in this one.
No demons, no trees.
But Commissioner Gordon's son is here, giving a proposition to dear old dad. Trying to get a job, making sure his past doesn't... He's a sociopath, just to say the least, but making sure his past doesn't interfere with what he's trying to do right now. Also, going back and forth with Batman and Red Robin. From the last issue, he still has the toxin within his veins, basically messing with his mind, and he's trying to do that while taking on this new gang of thugs. So it's a little back and forth between Batman and Gordon's son. Interesting, see where it goes.
Did you guys know Gordon had a son?
I forgot if I did. No.
Yeah, I don't know if that came from the movie or... Onward to Justice League Generation Lost, issue 20. Last time we saw our heroes, they were trying to fight Maxwell Lord off and get to Blue Beetle before Blue Beetle was shot. We saw him on the front cover.
Blue Beetle dies a lot.
2 weeks ago, yes. And this just continues the whole thing. It's a big fight between Maxwell Lord, some flashback scenes telling us a little bit more about who Maxwell is, especially if you're not familiar with the character or the book. It's a decent read, and in the ending it looks like, well, Blue Beetle didn't make it. Not really a spoiler. We're filming this on Friday, so it's out on the net.
And Blue Beetle just dies all the time, so, you know, not that big a surprise he didn't make it.
They'll make an action figure with dying action.
Alright, and we are on to Gotham City Sirens. We're on issue 20. This is one of my favorites. My favorite Gotham girls are in this, and this one revolves all around Harley, and she's ready to kick some ass. She's ready to take on Joker and kill him for what she's done to him, which has been a long time coming. A long time coming. But ends in a cliffhanger, so you gotta wait till the next issue to see what happens. Either way, the journey along the way, totally worth the read.
Teen Titans 92.
With Robin.
Robin. With actually a couple of Robins. This is wrapping up the story arc with Damian joining the Teen Titans. It's now involving Red Robin. They're tracking down the calculator. The last issue kind of ended on a cliffhanger. They were surrounded by clone androids of the calculator, which also were bombs outside a nightclub, heavily populated. We see the fight, the two Robins fighting side by side. Of course, they're going to take the villain out in this issue. I won't spoil that for you.
Ooh.
Some cool stuff happens. And it's decided which Robin actually stays with the Teen Titans. And it's not exactly who you think. But all in all, if you're a Batman fan or a Robin fan, this is a cool issue to read. I won't say it's exactly pivotal, but you'll see some changes in attitudes with Damian and some relationships within the Titans that have changed with this issue. So if you do skip it, you might read some other issues and go, huh? When did that happen? Right here.
Damian's a little asshole anyways.
Stop picking on him.
It's just my day to do that.
God. Little Asian boy in a Robin suit, you gotta pick on him. He'd kill you.
Doesn't look Asian though.
He was raised by the League of Assassins, alright? Know your place. Where's your pocket protector?
I left it with my satchel.
Of C4. With your RCXD.
What else came out?
Action Comics 898. We finally get to see a throwdown between Luthor and Larfleeze. Yes. Anyways, we all know Luthor's been after a power ring ever since he was the Orange Lantern Luthor. And kind of hits the fan between him and Larfleeze. And Lex does some pretty despicable stuff, even for Lex. Just to prove his point on how people are just merely objects to him. And he can throw money at people. And it looks like he may achieve his goal. But he's only got one issue to do it in because by issue 900, Superman's back.
Yeah. Oh. I mean,
We'll miss you, Lex. We have Power Girl 21.
your favorite.
Yes, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Not just for her, attributes.
No. Good read though. This ties back into the Justice League Generation Lost. Last issue she tangled with the Justice League team. She was kind of being manipulated by Maxwell Lord. So what she thought she was actually fighting Superman when it was Captain Atom. She's out on a mission to make everybody remember who Maxwell Lord is. He's got this thing where he's wiped everybody's mind, and every time you start to remember him, you forget 5 seconds later. She's trying to convince Dick Grayson Batman that he's really alive by taking the body of Ted Kord, the Blue Beetle, and making Dick Grayson use his detective skills to prove that he didn't commit suicide, because that's what everybody thinks, Blue Beetle committed suicide. Well, it takes Bruce Wayne Batman to actually come in and get Dick to come to his senses, and it looks like now people are recalling who Maxwell Lord is, and it's going to wrap up and hit the fan soon with all the manipulating he's been doing. Looks like the heroes are going to come after him.
See, this is why Bruce came back, just to solve this case.
Yes.
He's done now. He can go back to being dead.
But you should all be reading Power Girl. Everybody. I should be selling like 50 copies of this a month easy. Wrapping up for DC, they had JLA and the 99 versus Starro. Yeah, if you're a fan and you have to have everything JLA, go ahead and pick it up. If you're not...
Otherwise, there's one more issue.
Yeah, you're not really missing much. But for a really cool Justice League read, the hardcover for the Rise and Fall of Arsenal is here. It has a few issues. It's got the miniseries. It's also got a few issues of Green Arrow, and we know the run that was done for the Cry for Justice.
Yes.
And Ramifications. Cry for Justice is really good. Pick it up. This comes straight out of there. Crazy stuff happens to Arsenal. Good old our favorite resident archer / heroin addict.
It happens.
All the time. Yeah.
One day you're shooting arrows, the next time you're shooting up.
I don't know how that correlates.
But it just works. But other than that, that pretty much wraps up DC. Like I said, it wasn't a big week for them. Marvel always seems to blow them out of the water with their stuff.
Yeah, but DC will be back next week.
Not quality-wise. I went there again.